Hello everyone. In today's lesson, we're going to draw a three-quarter view looking downward. First, draw a sphere. The width of the sphere should match the width of the face. The top of the sphere represents the top of the skull, and the left side represents the forehead. Draw the center line straight through the middle of the sphere, following the tilt of the face in the reference. The brow line should be perpendicular to the center line. Then draw the nose line in the lower third of the sphere. Measure the distance from the brow line to the nose line. Use that same distance from the brow line to draw the hairline. Then use the same distance again to draw the two side sections on the sphere. This is the foundation of the Loomis method. Now start moving the guidelines to rotate the sphere like the reference. Look at how far the face turns to the left and move the center line accordingly. Then move the side section near the brow by the same amount. Next, move the horizontal guidelines to make the face look downward. Move the brow line down by the same amount the face tilts downward. Then move the nose line by the same distance. It should end at the edge of the sphere and should never go beyond it because it wraps around the sphere. Then draw the hairline. Extend the center line downward. Where the center line meets the brow line, measure the distance to the nose. Use that same distance again to find the chin. Draw the chin line connected to the sphere with a tangent line, and draw the jaw from the middle of the side section at an angle. Now for the eye line. Divide the distance between the brow line and the nose line into thirds, and place the eye line in the upper third. Since the face is looking downward, you'll notice that the eye line moves slightly upward, and this will become obvious when we draw the eyes. The neck should be sized in proportion to the head mass that we have already established. Draw the ears between the brow line and the nose line. You can tell they stay at the same height, but they appear slightly shorter because they are farther away from our eye level. I'll reduce their height later in the video. Next, sketch the neck and the body using straight lines, keeping everything proportional to the head mass. Once again, I'm emphasizing proportions. Now, let's move on to the nose. By now, we're used to drawing it. Start from the brow and estimate the extension of the nose. Use a light straight guideline to find its direction. Then, extend the nose slightly below the nose line. Only the wing of the nose sits on the nose line because the face is looking slightly downward, so the nose drops below that line. Continue constructing the nose by defining the separation between the wing of the nose and the front cartilage. Finish building the nose mask to establish the starting points of the eyes around the tear ducts. Now, begin drawing the left eye. It will be different from the right eye. Remember to place it slightly above the eye line, just as I explained earlier. Start with the lower eyelid. Then draw the upper eyelid to control the eye opening. Add the eyelids. Define the outer contour of the face toward the nose. Then move on to the mouth and refine the outer contour. Draw the iris, then complete the eyebrow, while paying attention to its relationship and distance from the eye. Now, draw the right eye. This is where the difference between both eyes becomes clear. This eye is more visible. Start from the tear duct, then draw the lower eyelid, the upper eyelid, and the eye line. Draw the eyebrow in relation to the eye, then draw the iris. Make sure its size is correct compared to the eye, because many artists tend to make the eyes too large like anime. Finally, add the eyelashes quickly. Next, draw the hair around the forehead and its relationship with the ears, using straight lines. Then continue drawing the outer shape of the hair. Keep in mind that more hair is visible above the forehead because the face is looking downward. Draw it in relation to the ears, just as we've done in the previous videos. Now that we've finished outlining the hair, let's move to the mouth. Divide the distance from the nose line to the chin into 2 equal parts. Then divide the upper half into 4 equal sections to locate the beginning of the upper lip. Based on that, determine the heights of both lips. The upper lip is smaller than the lower lip. After drawing the V shape in the center of the mouth, draw the line between the lips because it helps define the width of the mouth. Compare it to the nose, and you'll notice that the mouth is shifted slightly to the left. Then, draw the upper lip, followed by the lower lip. After that, refine the outer contour of the face and continue adjusting the jaw until it matches the reference. Keep your focus high here, because about 80% of the likeness comes from shaping the chin correctly. Now, let's adjust the ears. Reduce their height slightly from the top, just as I explained earlier, because they are farther from our eye level. Then add the inner ear details, starting with the upper section and then the recessed area inside the ear. Finally, take one last look at the complete sketch. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to support me and leave a comment. I'll see you in the next video.